Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Watchers Podcast with your hosts, Brad and Colson.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you were home.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told it was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. My name's Brad, here with Colson Oliver.
Hello.
How's it going today, Colson?
It's going.
Glad to hear it.
Yourself?
I'm well.
That's good.
Yeah. We've got a fun show today. We're going to talk about people's favorite scary movie.
Yep.
Or somebody's favorite scary movie, not mine.
No.
Anyway, before we get into that, did you watch anything this week?
I did. I watched the 4 Psycho movies.
Oh.
Did you know that there were even 4?
I don't think so.
And this isn't including the remake one.
Oh, the shot for shot.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't watch that one. So there's a Psycho, obviously the world famous Psycho, Psycho 2, Psycho 3, and then Psycho 4, The Beginning.
Uh-huh.
All 4 have Anthony Perkins in them. I think 2, 3, and 4 came out in like the 80s, 83, 86, and 90 maybe. But they're not bad, considering. They do get worse and worse, in my opinion, as they go on. Yeah. But Psycho 2, solid sequel.
Did Hitchcock only do the first one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They have... The second one has some cool kills in it.
Yeah.
They're all in color, other than the first one, obviously.
Yeah.
But, they're not bad. Like, we watched them, and it was like, I expected a lot worse especially like the fourth one. Fourth one is bad. It's the worst, but it still isn't like, bad, you know? It's fine. Yeah. So, yeah, we watched those 4. Fun watches, so. I think you can get I have the Blu-ray 4-pack. Mm-hmm. I think you can probably get it for like $20, $30, something like that.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth it if you're a Psycho fan.
Yeah.
So check it out. Huh. But
I knew there was a 2 and a 3. I didn't realize there was a 4.
And the 4, it says TV movie, like on IMDb, but there's nudity in it and everything else. Gore, violence, so I don't know if it was actually a TV movie or not, but yeah. Fun watches, so.
Nice.
What about you?
I didn't watch too much this week.
Okay.
Watched the show, The Thing About Pam.
Right.
The Renee Zellweger show. Still watching that.
Okay.
I think originally I was like, yeah, it's only like 3 episodes. Go watch it. Mm-hmm. But I didn't realize it was like a weekly thing.
Okay.
Because I live in 2022.
Right. Yes. I did hear just the other day that like the last this newest episode is the last one.
Okay.
So I don't know how many that is. Maybe it's 6.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
yeah, I think we watched 5 last night.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you're
one more to go.
Getting through it.
Yeah.
That's good.
What a weird, archaic way of watching television.
I know, right?
Show every week.
Weekly.
God.
Yeah. What is this? 2002?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
There's commercials.
The commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on Little House on the Prairie or something.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I watched that. We were planning on watching Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Right.
But we forgot there was a birthday party yesterday. So we're going to do it next Sunday after we get all the Easter festivities out of the way.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and see that.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's making big money.
Yeah.
People seem to like it, so.
Yeah, it's getting good reviews. So I'm excited for that one. And besides that, not too much.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are into our review for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Goes by many names.
Yeah.
5 Cream. Scream 5.
Yeah.
Just Scream.
Scream.
For some reason.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Originally, I had seen the 5 Cream.
Yep.
That made Scream 5. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Scream 2022?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah, like Scream the Next Generation. Like, could have called it anything.
Yeah.
It's just very strange to me when they do this.
It's strange, especially since they're planning on making more.
Yeah.
And when you go on IMDb, it's already listed as Scream 6.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, Scream 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
whatever they're going to do.
They should have just done what other horror movies do and added
Yeah, that's right.
the Scream.
The Scream. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. It's
Yeah.
very weird, but...
Yeah. So this one, 6.5 on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette.
Yeah.
The guys behind Ready or Not.
Right.
Which was a fun movie. I encourage you guys to go and listen to that if you haven't heard it yet. Or watched it yet.
Yeah. They seem to be a duo.
Yeah.
Like, because they did one of the shorts in VHS as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know why they work. I guess they're like the Coen brothers, but
Exactly.
anyway. Yeah.
So, this is one that you and I both had as one of our like most excited
Yeah.
movies to see. Leading up to this episode, if you go back, we have talked about this one multiple times.
Right.
And we finally got to watch it.
Yep. Now, we should mention you watched this before me.
Yes.
And I watched this later than you, but still it's been a little bit for me.
Yeah.
So we are going by memory.
Yep.
This isn't like we sat down and watched this last night and have all our fucking...
Ducks in a row.
Exactly.
You want to give a little bit of a rundown?
Yeah. So the plot is 25 years after a streak of brutal murders shocked the quiet town of Woodsboro, California. A new killer dons the Ghostface mask and begins targeting a group of teenagers to resurrect secrets from the town's deadly past.
Yeah. Sounds like Scream.
Yep. We have 3 of the returning characters from Scream 1 to 4.
Yep.
It's Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette. And we're introduced to a new group.
Yeah.
I have them all written down. There's a lot. So Melissa Barrera plays Sam, Jack Quaid plays Richie, Mickey Madison plays Amber, Jenna Ortega plays Tara, Dylan Minnette plays Wes, Jasmine Savoy Brown plays Mindy, Mason Gooding plays Chad, Sonia Amar plays Liv, and Marley Shelton returning from Scream 4 as Sheriff Judy Hicks.
Yep.
So...
And spoilers. For this movie.
Yeah, we'll spoil it.
Yeah, it's got a spoiler right now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Skeet Ulrich.
That's right.
As Billy Loomis.
Billy Loomis returns.
Yes.
Runtime is about average for a Scream movie, hour 54.
Yeah.
They're all hour 50 to 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Seem to run a little long. I think they could cut these ones down 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. So right off the bat, what did you think of the legacy characters that they brought back? Like Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell and Dewey.
I have to say, is it a record that those three people have made it through 4 horror movies?
It has to be.
It has to be that 3 of them have made it. I mean, you get the 1 and the 2 maybe making it through 3 or 4 movies, but going into the 5th movie, 3 of them have lived? That's crazy.
Yeah. Does Dewey... He lives, doesn't he?
He lives in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He
Oh, no, he does die.
He meets his end in this
one. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking he's on a stretcher at the end, still alive.
It's Scream 1, Scream 2, I think Scream 3. Is it? Yeah, it might be all 3 that he ends up on a stretcher.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but...
It's just like the Bears thing.
That's right. I thought watching it, having the 3 of them come back, I thought that they were going to kill more than they killed.
Me too.
They, spoiler alert, like we've said, they only killed Dewey.
Yeah.
Gale, I don't think Gale is a strong enough character, especially anymore, to carry on.
No. I think they could have got rid of Gale.
Yeah.
Nev Campbell, Sydney, I think keep her, sure, but at some point they need to do something else with her.
Exactly. So that's the kind of question that it's still open at the end, because they are making more of these.
Yeah.
Are they bringing them back again? Or because they didn't really wrap it up in any way that, hey, I'm never coming back to this town type thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of open. So how long are we going to do this for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even one point in the movie, Sydney says I've seen all this shit before, or something along those lines.
That's right.
So it's so did we.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think for the next one, they should kill Gale in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Right.
And then...
Yeah, have her as the opening victim.
Yep.
Which, speaking of opening victim, this one didn't officially have.
Yeah.
The first time in all the movies.
Yeah. They did a really good job with that, too.
I liked it.
I was nerding out hardcore.
Yeah.
She was dropping names of movies that I love.
Yeah.
I was it's if this was Coulson and I, he'd be the Scream Killer and I'd be what's her name? Tara.
Tara, yeah.
Tara Carpenter.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder how they got that last name.
Yeah, I wonder that too.
Or Wes.
Yeah. It's just another head scratcher.
Yeah.
Opening attack though, she lives. We get a leg stomp in there, which we've never really seen before. Violent bone breaking. Yeah.
The kills in this have gone up in violence.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bit gorier than
they are,
what Scream has done in the past.
Yeah.
Staying on that opening thing, Jenna Ortega, she's on her way to becoming one of those Scream queens.
Right.
She's been in a few horror movies. Yeah,
she was in, what was it that
She was in X.
Okay, yeah, that's what I didn't see it, but I saw that she was in that, so yeah.
And I feel like there's something else, too.
Okay. I thought there was a third.
Yeah.
But those both came,
the Babysitter Killer Queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Scream and X both came out, this year.
Yep.
So, yeah, she's popping up.
And Studio 666, the Foo Fighters movie.
Okay.
She was in that. She's on her way.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of the new characters? Let me ask you this. Did they bug you as much as they bugged me?
The answer to that question is always going to be no.
Of course it is.
Because for some reason, everything bugs you more than anybody.
I'm watching this movie, and the first time we're kind of introduced to all of them is they're on the picnic bench. Yeah. They're talking about the attack from the night before or whatever. And it just made me think back of Scream 1 where you kind of get them all in front of that water fountain.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I liked all those people,
Not me.
This one, I'm I hate literally every single one of these people. I fucking couldn't stand. And I just have accepted the fact that I guess I'm the old man now.
You are.
Because back then, I was not in high school, but I liked those people.
Yeah.
Now I'm old, and they're in high school, and I fucking hate them.
You're not even, an old man. You're, the two old men from the Muppets.
Right.
They're love child.
Yes, okay.
That's you.
Yeah. I accept it.
It's been a couple of weeks now, and I think you're still pissed off at Will Smith, are you?
I'm infuriated. I'm fucking infuriated with Will Smith.
I'll leave it at that. Back to your original question.
Right.
No, they didn't bother me as much as you.
Okay.
A few of them I was I don't care either way. I felt like they almost made every one of these characters, though, the Jamie Kennedy.
Right.
Like, they should have just left it being, what's her name? Mindy? Like, she was good at it. Being like, yeah, this is the horror movie. Like, this the steps. Like, don't do this kind of thing.
Right.
But, like, everybody was like, yeah, you know, you don't do this in a horror movie. Or, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They all seem to be the Jamie Kennedy character.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
There was... Some of them just didn't make sense that they were friends.
Right.
Like, Amber just seems like a terrible person.
Yeah, I agree.
But they're still friends with her, I guess. Yeah. Some of them I liked more than others, but...
Okay. I might have come around to a couple of them.
Yeah, I like Wes.
Yeah, Wes was probably my favorite until I found out that he was Judy Hicks's son. Judy Hicks almost ruined Scream 4 for me. She's terrible. Really bad. Like that whole ending of Scream 4 with her is just almost unwatchable.
Yeah. The guy who plays Wes, Dylan Minnette, I think. I like him as an actor. He's been in a few movies that I've liked. Let Me In.
Right.
He was really good in that. The Goosebumps movie.
I haven't seen that yet, but yeah, I'm excited too.
He's good in that one. And there's something else I've seen him in. Like Alexander and the Horrible, Terrible, No Good Day or something.
Okay.
The kids movie. I think he's in that too. But I like him.
He's good. I agree.
Yeah. Judy Hicks though. One of my favorite parts of this movie.
Right. And yeah, you mentioned the Billy being back. They use that de-aging thing. It didn't look quite right.
Yeah. I'm
not sure why. Something maybe with his eyes. They almost look too black.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was a huge thing. It's been the last few years that they've been using this in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like...
It's kind of become like a gimmick now.
Yeah.
It's being used so much.
Yeah, it's and he's wearing his white T-shirt from the last night in Scream that's covered. He's got some blood on it and stuff. Yeah, it was cool to see him back.
Yeah.
I don't think we find out right away when she first sees him what the hell the connection is.
Yeah.
But I think it's not long that we find out.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah, I remember while this was filming, there was like the rumors that Billy was going to be back, and so was Matthew Lillard's character. Why can't I think of his name?
Stu.
Jeez. That Stu was supposed to be back, and everyone was like, how can that be? Like, he died in the first movie.
Yeah.
Did you see where Stu was in this?
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I had to look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You just kind of hear him at a party.
You hear him. Yeah. Now, did you... actually, I'll get to that in a little bit here. Yeah. My next note that I have after the Billy thing is about the kills in this one. You had mentioned that they are violent. The one specific one that I enjoy was, unfortunately, Wes, when he meets his end. I don't even know how they do that. Stabbed in the throat.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the knife, like, go through the neck, and it's, like, moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
It was really, like... And it was, like, right there.
Yeah.
Like, camera right on his head and face.
Yeah.
Very violent. And also, we had mentioned Dewey's death. Do you remember that one? He gets stabbed in the front and in the back and kind of pulled upwards.
Yeah.
Very violent.
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dewey not making it. The other two, obviously, we mentioned they do. But even he made it to the fifth movie. Yeah. Unbelievable.
And this is my favorite version of Dewey.
Yeah, me too.
Dewey's one of my least favorite characters. And I don't know if it's because David Arquette plays him.
Yeah.
Because he makes the same stupid face.
Yeah.
Through all of them.
I would agree with that. Although I will change, my favorite version of Dewey is the first one.
Yeah.
When he's just like, I don't know, he's something about him. He's really stupid.
Yeah, he is.
And this is probably my second favorite Dewey that we see.
I like him a lot in this one.
Yeah,
he's like the Logan character from Wolverine.
That's right.
Like old grizzled Dewey.
Yeah. Dewey. Oh boy.
I like that they just still keep calling him Dewey too.
I know.
It's like an old man.
I know. And did you notice in his trailer, I read this afterwards, that people had mentioned, because his sister was Tatum in the first movie, gets her head in the garage door jammed up in there. But there's never any mention of her. But in this movie, in his trailer, on his mantle thing, is her ashes.
Yeah.
And I guess they kind of threw that in because people were like, why doesn't he ever mention his sister? And it's like, oh, there she is.
Is there a photo of her too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
On the thing.
Yeah.
I think. But that's kind of funny that they threw that in.
Yeah, it's good that they did that.
Dewey's death, though, that might be the biggest mistake in horror movie. Like, I know Dewey's a dumb guy, but doing what he did is really stupid.
Yeah.
He has a gun and he gets within reaching point of the killer.
Yeah.
And obviously gets killed. But it's like, you have a gun. Stand 10 feet back.
Chances are you know how to fire that
exactly.
far away and hit him. You are a police officer.
I think they maybe could have done that a little bit better. I don't know how, but it just seemed like, you stupid asshole, walking around. Anyway, we've seen it before in the other movies where the killer's never dead and jumped back, and he tried to prevent that and got gutted for it.
Yep.
Now, where is it here? Oh, okay, so this is the point that I wrote down here. Now, going into the movie, did you know... Did you think that there were going to be one killer, two killers? What were you thinking? Do you remember?
I figured there'd be two.
Okay.
Just because it's Scream.
Yeah. I thought that they were going to do one. So, do you watch these movies trying to figure it out, or do you watch them and when it happens, it happens?
No, I'm definitely trying to figure it out as I go.
So do you remember who you thought it was going to be? Were you right? Were you wrong?
Yeah. I got 50% right.
Okay.
The girl
Amber
is blatantly obvious because she's just the crankiest creature in the movie.
Right.
What's the other guy? Is his name Jack?
The other killer is Richie.
Richie, okay.
Yes, he played by Jack Quaid.
Okay, that's what I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah, and Richie I didn't get.
Okay.
Just because there's a scene in it where he's being attacked, right? Or he's like in the hospital.
In the hospital.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I'm asking you for, because I went into it thinking there was going to be one.
Okay.
Because all the other movies except for Scream 3 had two, so I was like, okay, maybe they're going to throw us off here and do... I wouldn't have been surprised if there would have been three.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it's going to be one. And I had picked Richie from the beginning, and then he got attacked in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so it's either going to be two or he's not one of them.
Yeah.
So here's the point that I have, and it's kind of funny because the writers wrote something about people like me. When they choose the killers in these movies, they don't go by height or size. There's some stuntman in the Ghostface costume who's doing all the killing.
Right.
So when Dewey gets killed, they're face to face. Dewey's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Amber is the one killing Dewey. She's 5'3", and she's probably 110 pounds.
Yeah.
She almost picks him up, gutting him. Okay? So it's not Richie. Richie, I don't even think could do that. He looked like a weak shit, too. But the fact is, and here's what the writers wrote. If you're looking at everyone's height, the movie's not working. So I guess the movie's not working for me.
That's funny.
Because I'm like, okay, it can't be any of these people, because I was thinking at that point it was what is his name? Chad.
Oh yeah.
Mason Gooding, who's Randy's nephew.
Yeah.
Because he's a big guy. Like, he definitely could kill the violent way that Dewey was killed.
That's right.
But it's funny that the writers are like, hey, if you're looking at this shit, this movie's not working. I'm like, okay, well, I guess it didn't work for me. But
yeah.
It's just funny that they they don't cast a group that's very similar in build and height. They cast, 4 women who are all different sizes and 4 men who are all different sizes. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I've never considered that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Now, Richie is watching. He's doing all his research on Ghostface and shit. And this is the part. He's watching a clip on YouTube of, I think it's like Stab 8 that people are bitching about. Now, I didn't notice it, but I saw it online. Along the side on the YouTube clip, it says, talking with survivor Kirby whatever.
Oh, cool.
So that's opening the door that maybe she'll be back in a sequel.
Yeah.
Because her fate's never known in Scream 4.
And she's one of the most popular characters.
Right. I know a lot of people were saying when this movie was announced, like, bring Kirby back. Mm-hmm. And they never did.
Yeah.
But they did put this little video that he could have watched, like, talking with survivor Kirby, whatever her name is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I did too, but it is there. So that's pretty cool. Look for her in the future Scream movies, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, the end battle, the ending.
Yes, the ending.
I didn't see this house being part of the set. I thought that was a really cool ending for it. Now, I mentioned before Chad and, what is her name? Mindy. They're Randy's niece and nephew.
Yeah.
I don't really think that they needed to do that.
No, they do a lot of trying to tie everybody together.
Right.
For it to make sense. They didn't have to.
Because they even mentioned the guy Vince, that kind of rednecky guy, is Stu's nephew.
Right. But there is something in the movie, right, where they have to be connected,
right,
to kill them,
or
something.
Yeah.
So I guess they got to put them somewhere.
There you go. That makes it, yeah. But yeah, that ending, I didn't see as soon as Gail and Sydney are following them, and she looks at Gail and she's like, "Holy shit!" At that point, I was like, "Oh, it's the house." But they had been in the house. You see the house the whole time, but they do close shots and shit like that, so you can't really see the house as a setting.
Yeah,
very cool though.
It was. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, it was very very good.
I like how long they take to bring in those characters too,
right.
Sydney and Gail,
and
Dewey. They're not the main focus of the movie because chances are they're not going to be for the next few. And
one other piece of trivia that I didn't notice at first, but I looked it up after. Sydney has 2 kids, and she mentions Mark is with the kids. Mark Kincaid was the detective in Scream 3, who at the end of Scream 3, hey, come on, we're going to watch a movie together. Right. So, possible that they got married and had kids. Cool. Just a little fun fact there. Yeah, I missed that too. Maybe in the 6th or 7th or 8th movie, we'll see him again. Yeah. Who knows? Or the kids. Exactly. The kids will be the killers. That's right. They'll just be on each other's shoulders inside the Ghostface costume. That's right. But yeah, the ending, the house, cool to see it again. Yeah. As a house party setting, just like the original. I love that they redo the scene with Jamie Kennedy's character watching the movie. Yeah. And Mindy's sitting on the couch watching that and being like, no, yelling at him. Yep. It's so good. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I like that ending, that house setting. Now the ending itself, I didn't care for. No. That I wrote down the last 2/3 or the first 2/3 of the movie I was enjoying. Yeah. That final act, I don't know what it was. I know the killer reveal had a lot to do with it. Mm-hmm. They were all pointing the fingers at each other like, hey, it's you. And then she just pulled out a gun and shot the one in the head. No mask on, no. It was just like, bang. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, okay. I guess that's happening now. Yeah, well, I guess because it's in pretty much every one of these,
the killer eventually wants to be known.
Right.
Like, they're all doing it for the fame of being like the Ghostface killer kind of thing.
Right.
So at some point, they got to be like, I'm the one doing it.
Yeah.
So that no one else is getting blamed for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
Comes out of nowhere. Surprise. Strange.
Yeah. It's funny, like Courtney Cox, or Gail and Sydney, end up getting like stabbed and shot and stuff.
Right.
And then by the end of the movie, they're just good.
Yeah.
They're
They're
just
fine.
like sitting there on the ambulance chatting. Like,
Yeah, that's
nothing
right.
happened.
Now, Amber, the killer,
Mm-hmm.
do you know she's the woman from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood who gets burned by DiCaprio at the end with the flamethrower?
I didn't.
I was watching her the whole movie. I'm like, I know this woman from something. And I looked it up. Actually, what happened was when she lit on fire, because she gets shot and falls onto the stove and ignites.
Right.
I was like, it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, woman. And I wasn't sure at that point, but I looked it up, and sure enough,
That's hilarious.
same fucking ending. She gets fucking flamethrower,
Yeah.
but lit on fire.
You know what's funny? I remember the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
Right.
and thought, like, oh man, I love that movie. Completely forgot about the ending.
Right.
Like,
That ending is fantastic.
it is. It's so good.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's her. So she gets lit on fire again, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I didn't hate the final act of the movie, but I didn't love it either. And yeah, I think my rating or ranking of the Scream movies, which we're going to do in a little bit here, will kind of show that.
Yeah.
But again, this has only been one watch for me, first time. I'm the type who needs maybe a couple.
Yeah.
So come back to me in a year or two when I've watched it again.
Yeah.
And we'll talk then. But other than that, I have nothing else about the movie.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. Yeah.
I do have I have one other thing about the poster of the movie, which I found funny.
Yeah.
When they first put the poster out with the cast on it, they had like a tagline that said, the killer is on this poster.
Yeah.
But it left out the actual two people. Did you see that?
Yeah, but in the background, there's a giant ghost face.
Exactly. I thought that was fucking
That's
hilarious.
great. Yeah.
I love that they did that. Because
Yeah.
you're going to be looking like, oh, maybe it's this one. And then it's like, no, they're not even there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is. Right there.
Yeah.
That face.
It's hilarious.
It's good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
No. So, did you want to rank your Scream movies?
You want to do that now?
Sure.
Okay, so should I just do my 5 and then you do your 5?
Sure.
Okay. So 5 is Scream 5.
Okay.
4 is Scream 3. Now those I think could flip-flop, and I don't even hate these movies. I enjoyed them enough. But those two could flip, I think. So number 3 would be Scream 4, number 2 would be Scream 2, and number 1 would be Scream 1.
Okay.
So it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Anyone who's listened to this show
Yeah.
knows that this is not my favorite franchise. I don't hate it, but I don't have the same love for these movies as other people.
Right.
So my list is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
5, Scream 3.
Okay.
And that movie I do hate.
Okay.
I think it's dog shit.
It is not good. But I enjoy it.
Yes.
Anyway, you continue.
That one I never have to watch again.
Okay.
Number 4. I should have wrote these down ahead of time. I forgot to write them down.
You got it in your head. You got there.
Yes. So it goes 3, 2,
Okay.
5, 1, 4.
4 is your favorite?
4 is my favorite.
Okay.
I like it the most.
Okay.
I think it's the most fun out of all the movies. I like the killer reveal the best.
3, 2, 5, 1, 4.
3, 2, 5, 1, 4. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that list.
I can see you gritting your teeth. Why are you so angry?
That's right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not your favorite.
No. 3 and 2, I just don't really care about either of them.
Oh, part 3.
Yeah.
Part 3 is some of the worst kills in the movie or in the franchise that are just so...
Yeah.
There's one specifically where the person who dies next is the one who, and he can't quite see it in the dark, so he lights a lighter, smells the gas, and then the house explodes. Oh, boy.
And them running in and out of the house.
And Courtney Cox's hair. Remember her bangs?
Oh, how could I forget?
They're like about an inch long off her forehead.
Yeah.
Classic.
No. And that should just be like the warning for that whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, Scream 3 is Courtney Cox's bangs.
That's right. So I have the body count and the kills. I'll read them off here. You can pick your favorite.
Yeah.
Body count is 8. 7 on screen, 1 off screen. So Vince, the redneck guy, gets a screwdriver in the neck. Hicks, who we didn't even talk about her death, she runs straight into the knife, gets stabbed a few times. Mm-hmm. Wes, her son, gets stabbed in the neck. Deputy, I think he's a cop, or he may have been a security guard. He gets killed off screen. We just see his throat is opened up.
Yeah.
Dewey gets a double stabbed in the hospital. Liv gets shot in the head by the killer, or unmasked killer. Richie, who is one of the killers, is stabbed. He gets his throat slit. He's shot. The whole thing. And Amber, who is shot, burned, shot in the head. The whole thing.
Yeah.
So my favorite of those was Wes, the knife in the neck.
Wes is good.
I like that.
Mine would be probably Dewey.
Okay.
Even though the actual like lead up to it is so dumb.
Yeah.
The kill itself is pretty cool.
It's still a good kill.
Yeah.
Worst kill for me would be, not counting the one that happens off camera, it would be Liv being shot in the head. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere, like, blink and you miss it. Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing made me jump in this. It wasn't that type of movie.
No.
They may have tried a couple times, but nothing worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. On to...
Ratings,
or do you want to do your spooky, scary?
Sure. Spooky, scary, terrifying.
I go spooky for this one.
Yeah.
You? Same?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very much like a 2020 movie.
Right.
Where it's like, they don't seem to be going for scares as much as like action and fun.
Right. Yeah.
Brought back all these old characters. Be like, hey, look who we have. And stuff like that. Yeah, they didn't stray too much from the formula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spooky.
Yeah. Okay. Ratings.
Yeah. You can go first on this one.
I give it a 6.5.
Okay. It's a little bit higher than I thought you were going to go.
Okay.
You seemed really down on it, so...
I like those first 2/3 of it. It was good. And like I say, give me another watch on it and it'll probably change. But...
Yeah. 8.
8, okay.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah.
Maybe if I watched it at home, it might not have been as high.
Mm-hmm.
But like the excitement of kind of going to the theater and seeing it.
That's cool.
It may have been the only Scream movie I've seen in theaters, I think.
Yeah, I saw Scream 4. That was the only one I saw. But it's fun watches.
So it was. So that'll do it for this week.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with something different. Bye.